Good morning. It's Katrina Sawa here. I wanted to come on and talk about taking time for you, taking time for yourself. It's something that I'm still practicing at almost age 56. It's also something I'm trying to impart to my teenager, and yet still my husband, and he's 1 year older than me, because they have a tendency. Now, my teenager is my stepdaughter, so she comes from his, DNA. I think they have this thing where they have to worry about what everybody else needs and thinks before they worry about themselves. So it has become my job to help them put themselves first, and then the family, and then the clients or friends, and then everybody else. But it's not quite getting through. And trust me, it's a work in progress for myself. Today, I woke up after 2 full days, like 12-hour days of Zoom events where I was speaking, and it was so much fun. Don't get me wrong. I love those. I love it when the audience engages. And these two particular events, the Turn on Your Client Waterfall with my friend Christine Campbell Rappin, and Potapalooza with Kimberly Crow and Michelle Abrams. Great events, you guys. You need to do some of their events. There's a lot of virtual events out there that are just fluff, and they just hype you up, and you can't interact in the chat either because they put it on webinar mode or something, because they're so worried about um, their offer and people taking their offer, that they're afraid that people will be marketing in the chat. So these events are like very open, very engaging. You get breakout rooms. It's really amazing. Anyway, so I came off 2 days of that. Didn't really get a chance to do much else except for, email maybe a couple other clients throughout the day. But this morning, I needed to breathe. I put on my breathe shirt, hashtag breathe, and it makes me just think differently. And so I spent time with my husband this morning because he didn't have to rush out early. My kid took the car to school, so neither one of us had to drive her. Yay! I love the fact that she's driving. And soon he'll be getting a work car, so she'll be able to drive one of our SUVs like all the time. We won't have to drive her to practice in school anymore. Like, oh my God, it's gonna be great. It's already great. Let me just say. But don't get me wrong, that time in the car though with the teenager, she's 17, is an integral part of where I was spending time trying to, impart wisdom, because that's what we have to do as parents, step parents. We have to impart wisdom and hope it sinks in, and then we repeat ourselves and repeat ourselves. We sound like nags, but we're really just trying to impart wisdom. So that's been like a big focus for me in the last, I don't know, year maybe, but more so since the beginning of this year, because she has the rest of this year as a junior and then one more year as a senior, and then she's on her own. Now, she kind of know what she wants to do to at least get started. We all have two or three or five or six careers. So she's going to start at this one place. And I've already sent her resources and say, you need to look into this and do some research and come back to us with a plan for financial assistance and all the things. Right. So fingers crossed, hopefully she doesn't like blow that off because it's super important. But so now I'm trying to impart wisdom about money mindset, money management. When I was in high school, I was balancing my checkbook. That's one of the things that you would learn is how to balance your checkbook. Well, kids don't use checkbooks anymore. Most parents don't even use checkbooks anymore. I do. I still balance my checkbook. I don't know. It's just something I like to make sure everything, what comes in, what goes out, I like to make sure it's equal. And I really watch the bank account because, fraud can happen and you want to pay attention to that. So that's another thing I have to teach her is fraud can happen. So be careful. So I started this list of things I need to teach Riley or we need to teach Riley, right? Jason doesn't always go into teaching mode. I'm a coach, so I'm thinking, okay, what wisdom and teaching do I need to impart? And it's not about just telling her, hey, do this, don't do that. Uh, do this way, not this way. It's not about that, but it's about the conversation with pulling out what she wants and then giving her like a thought process because they don't teach critical thinking anymore either. We had to do a lot more critical thinking. Now they can just look stuff up on Google. We didn't get to do that. We had to critically think on almost every life aspect. And that is a big thing these days that the kids aren't learning. And I am no parenting coach, okay? But these are the things I've learned. These are the things that I see. And of course, I talk to other parents all the time because we have to teach our kids and we have to grow them up to be responsible humans, right? And responsible, financially sound humans. And as an entrepreneur, I know I can always make more money. But when you have a job, usually you can only make X dollars until you get that quote unquote raise, right? So I don't know. I'm trying to, I don't think she has any interest in being an entrepreneur, but the thing she wants to go into, she doesn't know that it's going to be somewhat entrepreneurial. She has to get her own clients. And she has to talk to people. She's not a like, she's not a person that likes to talk to people. So, anyways, I won't go into all the things that she wants to do, but I'm just breathing this morning and thinking about financial literacy, money mindset, teaching the kids, even my husband, like what to make sure you put yourself first, but also think about the finances because as they go off into the world, oh my God, I mean, it's very expensive to live on your own. And she's probably going to have to live with us for a while, obviously. But I moved out at 18 and lived in the dorms in college. And I don't know, it's just a totally different world. So I would love to know what wisdom you found really important to impart to your kids, even if they're already grown and out of the house, or what are you thinking about imparting to them? Or maybe you're starting earlier. Of course, we tried starting earlier, but she wouldn't listen, right? So maybe some of it sunk in, but it was hard. Now she's really paying attention because she sees that, oh shit, I'm going to be done with high school and I got to do something with myself. And she's starting to learn about money. She did already have her first job last summer and she's going to do it again as a lifeguard. So that's good, but that, is a very set income. So I'm trying to teach her that that's not enough. That's not enough to live in this world today. So yeah, that's what I was thinking about this morning. And I just wanted to come and share. And I would love to hear your opinions on any of that down below because it might help me with helping my kid and myself. So have a good day, y'all. And we'll talk to you soon. Oh, and by the way, I am having a class today at 1 p.m. Pacific on, if you're still watching this, 1 p.m. Pacific on delegating. So how to get more done with other people helping you and how to hire that first VA or build a team or train the team so they work well together. I'm really good at that now. I wasn't in the beginning. I was a horrible, I was horrible at a boss. I was very like micromanaging. And now I'm just like, okay, here's the instructions, here's the task, go. Right. And I expect certain things from my team, but that's how I'm able to not work like 12-hour days on a regular basis, is because I have a team who's doing certain things for me that really help in the overall scheme of things. So if you're interested in that class, you do have to be on my email list. I'm sending out the Zoom link anytime now, and I will see you there. If not, then next week, I think we're talking about speaking. So how to use speaking to grow your business and what you need to have prepared, like speaker sheets and web pages and things like that, and videos, and what you need to really elevate your status and positioning as an expert speaker so you get booked more. So that's the free training for next week. So I look forward to helping you and serving you however I can. You just have to get on my email list and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.